Hello, my name is Gabe Martin, and I'm going to be doing a speech for Lebec Community College, informative speech, and I'll be talking about NFL free agency. NFL free agency is something that happens every offseason for the NFL. So like they'll have a season that's 16 games, they'll have playoffs, and then a few weeks after that will be free agency and the draft and all that. So free agency is so players from each team, whenever their contract is up, they are in free agency. So that means they can go to any team they want, and they can make a certain amount of money. So like the most like what the least amount a player can make is, I think, 600K. That's the most minimum they can make. And there's guys in the NFL though that have the highest paid is like Patrick Mahomes. Last year he signed a contract that was worth $500 million, and it was 10-year contract. And there's a lot of guys that don't get near as much as that, but the more people get that much money, the more average it'll come. More people will get paid that much. And so like for a team aspect, when a team is going in free agency, they usually go for guys they need on a team. So like if a team needs a quarterback, they'll get a quarterback. If a team needs an offensive lineman, they'll get offensive lineman. And they usually there's a salary cap in the NFL for like what a team can spend each year, and it doesn't matter on the team. Every team has the same amount, but if they exceed that, they'll get fined. But so they try to stay under that which I think is 200 million, I think is what it is. So whenever they exceed that, they get fined, but it's not very often they'll exceed that. And teams like my favorite team in the NFL is the Kansas City Chiefs, and they have pretty much every position filled pretty good because they just went to the Super Bowl last year. But they need offensive linemen, and they need a little bit of defensive guys. So going into free agency, they knew they had to go get offensive linemen in free agency, which they did. And offensive linemen usually make around $10 to $20 million a good offensive lineman. And there's also guys that get signed to a practice squad on an NFL team. So